Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 130. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting metal is bicyclic system with dimethyl group and alkene. You are using HCl. They ask you to find the product. The products are chlorinated one, but where the chlorine attachment? Whether the chlorine attached to the right side, which is near to ethyl, or complete rearrangement of skeleton, or just a chlorine in different position. So basically the carbon skeleton change. From the question to product, you might realize the carbon skeleton change is important and rearrangement definitely occurred here. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having alkene, you are adding H+. H+ is the cation, it attacks in the Markovnikov way. So stable tertiary cation forms. Cation is there is a possibility of non-classical carbocation. It has extra stability by delocalization. So new kind of resonance, it's a sigma resonance. So it is there. So the ring is opened by methylene migration. You have cation formation on the bridged carbon. So cation is there, you are using chlorine. If you rewrite nicely, you have answer is C. Here mechanism is concerted. I shown in multiple steps for clarity. If you are interested, you can write it as 2 steps. Here you have to learn 2 important things. If the cation form in the bicyclic system, always non-classical carbocation form through Wigner-Melvin rearrangement. Second thing is you have to imagine the structure here. Here the product is twisted. Even though you got a product, you have to imagine in the bicyclic way. You have to write properly. Then only you can get the reaction and product. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is cyclohexanone and you have furan with aldehyde. Then you are having carbonyl compound which attaches both side amine and hydrogen. You are using HCl and high temperature. They ask you to find the product where the hydrogen attacks. Hydrogen attacks at cyclohexane or in the benzene ring or in the carbonyl group in the furan. So the hydrogen formation or the amine formation or the side chain amine formation or side chain hydrogen formation. So from the question to product you might guess which CO reacts and which NH2 reacts is the real question. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal having 2 carbonyl group, but where is the reaction center? You have to analyze the nucleophilicity, meaning the positive charge density. Here in the furan there is a resonance involvement. So what really happening, the positive charge is reduced by the resonance due to the oxygen lone pair. So the electrons are move around. You have the positive charge reduction at the carbonyl. But in the cyclohexanone no resonance. So the reaction happening at cyclohexanone. Then the second thing, you have the reactant which has 2 amines there. Which amine reacts? 2 amine or 1 amine. 1 amine won't react because it attached with carbonyl group which is electron withdrawing. Reduce the electron density there. So 2 amine has free electron which is denser. So the attack is happened there. So you have the water elimination. You have desired product which is C there. Here you have to learn 2 selectivity. One is carbonyl group attached to the ring which is aromatic. Normally it don't have good nucleophilicity. Second thing is nucleophile. The nucleophile attached with carbonyl group normally the poor nucleophile. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is chiral compound attached with hydrogen, alcohol, methyl and hexyl group. You are using SOCl2. They ask you to find the product there. The products can be simple chlorine substitution or a chlorine substitution in the inversion way or just a elimination, alkene formation or a transalkene formation. So there are the 4 possibilities. From the reactant alcohol and SOCl2, you might realize the special reaction mechanism is involved. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having alcohol, you are having SOCl2. Normally it's happened through SNI mechanism. I represent internal nucleophilic substitution. It's a kind of internal reaction. By looking at mechanism you can realize nicely the OH attacks Cl of SOCl2, so the OS bond happened there. Then the chlorine exchange from the same system. So the same phase oxygen and chlorine are there. So same side substitution, so returns in configuration. Chlorine attacks same side of oxygen, so chlorine also below the plane, which is called SNI mechanism. Here you have to learn two important things. One is whenever you have alcohol and SOCl2, you might realize it's SNI mechanism. Second thing is the mechanism have retention in configuration, where SN1 has racemic mixture, SN2 has inversion, SNI has retention. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is cyclohexane attached with bromine and methyl deuterium. Here you are having stereochemically different bromine, deuterium and methyl. You are using the base, they ask you to find the product. The products are mostly alkene, whether hydrogen is eliminated or deuterium is eliminated, or which hydrogen is eliminated, which deuterium is eliminated. So basically we are discussing the possibility of elimination. So from the reactant to product you might realize regioselective elimination is definitely occur. Whether hydrogen eliminated or deuterium eliminated is the real question. The answer is C. Let us see how. Starting metal you are having cyclohexane, you have to redraw nicely. So we redraw all bromine, deuterium, hydrogen and methyl group. So if we redraw nicely, we have the possibility of elimination. The elimination requires anti-periplanar relationship. Here only bromine and deuterium is anti-periplanar, other hydrogens are parallel to each other. So elimination is not possible, only deuterium eliminates, you have final product. If you redraw nicely, you have answer C. Here you have to learn two important things. One is you have to imagine the molecule in the three-dimensional way if cyclohexane is given. Second thing is anti-periplanar elimination. Normally the elimination, kind of E2 elimination, occurs through the anti-periplanar way. Both leaving groups should be an anti-position or 180 degree position. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is cyclohexene. It attached with O-vinyl group. You are heating it up, they ask you to find the product. The products are cyclohexanone with side vinyl group, or aldehyde group with alkene, or a 1,2-aldehyde group, or a 1-alkene group, or alkene with side chain, or next to side chain, or away from the side chain. So there are the 4 possibilities. So from the reactant to product you might guess definitely carbon skeleton change is there. So the rearrangement is there. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you have O-vinyl group and you have another alkene. Whenever you have dialkene which is in the end way, you might think of sigmatropic rearrangement. Here 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement is possible. So we have to redraw structure nicely for the rearrangement. Here I redrawn, then the rearrangement is possible. So what really happened is 3,4 new bond is formed, 1,6 bond is broken. So if you redraw nicely, you have the answer C there. The answer is little bit twisted. You have to know how to redraw nicely. Here the answer is nothing, but you have to imagine the rearrangement here. Here you have to learn two important things. One is imagination of rearrangement. Whenever you see the functional group which is dialkene which is in the terminal form, you have to imagine 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. Second thing is you have to imagine the molecule in the all way, meaning top way or bottom way, right side or reverse side. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.